Speaking of trouble, we have a Minnesota mess on our hands. This isn't great. It's been happening on Tim Walz's watch. Hundreds of millions of dollars, multiple large fraud scandals in public assistance programs. Federal prosecutors describe it as the largest pandemic fraud in the United States. And it happens to center on defendants who are of Somali descent, which is, of course, drawn in the ire of the great orange one, because, of course, look, there's nothing he likes more than a potential pet eating story, and he's got one on his hands here. What do you make of all this?
I think we're starting to see why Walz was not a good pick for Harris. Look, the House investigation is probably warranted. There's probably clearly fraud. To Walz's credit, he wants it to be looked into. I want Congress looking into things. Truth is, he probably didn't do anything wrong. My issue is sort of this. At the cabinet meeting, we saw Trump call Somalis garbage right as this investigation is happening. Then Trump sends in ICE. Look, this thing looks way too political, and it's a typical Trump problem where they step over themselves every single time, trying to get in the headlines, trying to beat the tough guys. And instead, now they're tainting it. They're overshadowing what's there. Maybe there is fraud. We need to get to the bottom of it. But the fact that now we've gotten all these other things happening, I think just diminishes the whole thing and just creates more problems for us than should.
As a Democrat, I hate to be put in the position. Look, we've seen, even within Minnesota politics, cases, Franken, where there is a Republican right-wing put-up job involved in some misbehavior, some mistakes. And I regretted the dog pile that occurred in that case. I think the Democrats got kind of played. In this case, there seems to be, it's all still alleged, but there seems to be a substantial amount of fraud. And I'm not going to go about trying to defend the indefensible. What I will do is, like you, push back on he who shall not be named. We can't let this go down the xenophobia, racism trail. There's no need for that. It's horrifying. It's terrible. And it's just, this is how you can get from a place where you and I agree, like something illegal happened. It's really bad. Let's get to the bottom of it. Let's uncover it. If Democrats made mistakes, then Democrats made mistakes, but let's not let it go to the ugly Trump place in American political life.